Ket genetics defies everything we know. They're bits of different species, and yet all Ket. It's bizarre, horrifying, fascinating, all at once.
Just think, while you're poking around in their genetics, they're probably doing the same with ours.
Huh. Wonderful. That's me never sleeping again.
I should get back to things.
Sounds good.
Ryder, might I borrow your research room access?
What for?
There's a small something I need to take care of. I might need your help, if you could.
I'll help if I can.
Suvi, could you take the helm for a little while? I mostly need your authorization to add to the database.
Is that our drive core?
The full blueprint. Only a few are in the system. I had them all by memory. So I drew them out. Every line, all the specs. Gil will be needing them. I won't.
You're still not comfortable with Gil being in charge of your Tempest, are you?
Call it more memories of the time that they were going to scrap the whole project. Some engineering consultant kept insisting the ship would never fly right. He used a lot of Gil's arguments. I think that's why this hurts. The others died thinking we won, that their legacy was safe, and I failed them.
The original Tempest is preserved forever now, thanks to you. It's safer than ever.
We forget all our technology didn't just appear. Someone invented it. Someone cared. And in the end, someone new always takes up the banner and pushes forward. I need the tech officer's sign-off on these schematics. Any thoughts on how to do this?
A little honesty and humility will go a long way.
Gil, may I get a moment of your time?
I thought we settled this. What's going on?
I saved the Tempest schematics for you. It'll be easier with them on hand.
Seeing her drawn out down to the basics, she's kind of beautiful.
Oh, right. You never saw.
Yeah, look at the arc here. That's artistry. And there.
Caught you napping. Do all Angaras snore, or just you?
Do all humans whimper in their sleep? Or just you?
Still waiting on our visit to Aya. Useful, but also fun. Looking forward to it.
Just checking in. I wanted to ask about you.
What do you want to know?
Tell me about your friends in crisis response.
I swore I wouldn't tell anyone what they did. Stealing the shuttle for the car was above and beyond. Dondi, Base, Mazzy, Noel, Cap, and goddamn Hammond. The best people when buildings have fallen down. Eventually, I'll have to start a new branch here, you know? I promised.
I have to know about the car.
We'd wrench on it as a family. Mom suggested it, and Dad liked a happy mom. That's how I fell into mechanical stuff. Armor and jump jets. Mom wasn't a fan of the second part. You know how it is.
I worried my parents from time to time.
That's a kid's job. I probably crossed the line a few times, though. Like jumping a galaxy. That's why I have to make this work. If I don't, then Andromeda was a mistake. I said goodbye to too many people to let that happen.
We'll talk later.
I know it.
No poker tonight. Reports. Lots of them.
But Lieutenant, you can't possibly lose 3 in a row.
I know what you're trying to do, and I hate that it's working.
How you gonna spend your fortune, Gil?
Back again?
Any more Commando war stories?
Tethys was our sniper. She was old. Matriarch old. Maybe more. Didn't show. Once saw her hit an Elcor in the eye from 2 clicks away.
That's a little scary.
She was. Always seemed to be hiding something. But she kept us safe.
How's the search for the Asari Ark going?
Still deciphering the Ark's last known course from the flight recorder, and making sure we're ready for a fight.
See you later, Cora.
I'll be here.
Old orbit is steady. Tracking a remnant architect.
The one we fought ended up in orbit? Amazing.
He's only just returned from a Ket prison.
Not to mention a breach of Council scheduling protocol.
Our Moshae has never been one for protocol.
More's the pity.
Pathfinder? As you can imagine, your arrival raised concerns from Aya's people.
It'll take a long time to trust strangers again.
Which is why they want the Nexus to listen to them. We've set up terminals in the city so people can leave messages for your people on the Nexus. I'd appreciate if you take a look and forward their communications to your people.
When I first escorted you through our city, I wasn't sure it was the right thing, but you proved I was wrong to doubt. No, more than that. You didn't have to save the captives from exaltation. I wonder if you realize what that meant to us.
We're in this together. The Initiative wants to help.
I want to believe it. You're so different from the Ket. What can I do for you?
I'm hoping you can get me on Ephra's good side.
If I knew how to do that, my job would be much simpler.
Sometimes it seems like you two don't get along at all. And other times...
He's a brilliant tactician and inspiring leader. We just disagree on what's best for our people. He believes secrecy and isolation keep us safe.
What do you believe?
We can't defeat the Ket alone. And neither can your initiative.
So, what do you do for fun around here?
The Tavatan is a popular spot for recreational activity.
Right, but what do you do? Can't work all the time.
Productivity is the best form of relaxation.
It's also a great way to get stressed out.
You sound like my brothers. All 10 of them.
10?
And 8 sisters. They're not allowed to bother me at work.
10 brothers and 8 sisters. You have a big family.
I've always thought of it as average. How many siblings do you have?
Just one. My sister, Sarah.
What happened to the others?
Our parents only had 2 children. Underachievers.
That sounds relaxing. When my family gets together, the noise is like standing next to our largest waterfall. My mother says I became governor, so people would have to listen to me.
Is she right?
Always.
What's it like being responsible for a whole planet?
I suspect it's like being the Pathfinder. Some days it's a burden. Most of the time, I know I'm where I should be.
How did you become governor? Do your people elect leaders by popular vote?
If by vote, you mean argue loudly until one candidate remains, then yes. I got here because I was willing to endure and fight for the obligations that come with my office.
Is there time in your busy schedule to meet someone special?
Everyone is special to me, in their own way.
Not what I meant.
Oh, no, that isn't a priority right now. Someday, maybe.
I sense tension between your government and the Resistance. Who's actually in charge?
Ephra likes giving orders, right until the actual work of running a city starts. The Resistance is good at protecting us from the Ket, but our people need more. I've learned to indulge Ephra's need for control, just often enough to maintain my own.
I have a few questions about your culture.
I'm happy to answer them.
Don't take this the wrong way, but this isn't your only city, right?
Not at all. Vold and Havarl both have several large population centers. Aya has numerous residential areas similar to this.
Are these places open for visitors?
In time, perhaps.
I've noticed that you, Ephra, and Jal all speak with different accents.
When the Scourge first struck, there were many Angaran worlds. They were separated for centuries. We developed divergent cultures and dialects. Ephra was born on Vold, and Jal is from Havarl.
What about you?
The Ket left my homeworld in ruins. Those who survived were forced to flee. We found a refuge on Aya. My family helped settle this world.
Aya seems important to the Angara.
Aya is paradise. This world is a gift. We created the Vassals so everyone could enjoy this place, if only for a short time.
The Vassal?
The time of change. Aya's resources are too limited for our entire population to live here. We each earn the privilege of spending a few years on Aya. When our time is up, we leave to make room for someone new. The cycle repeats throughout our lives.
Will you have to leave?
Someday. For now, Aya needs me.
Your people revere the Moshai. What did she do to earn that?
After the Scourge, our civilization was in ruins. Those who led the rebuilding were thinkers, experts, and inventors. The Moshai is the greatest scientific mind of our generation. She led us to a new age of technological innovation. When the Ket attacked, she studied their technology, learned their tactics.
You owe your survival to her.
We owe her everything, and we'll do anything to protect her.
Thanks for your time.
Ishare, Pathfinder.
I deserve to be told. You had no right to keep it secret from me.
It's an ongoing investigation. I meant no disrespect.
Did Jarl know?
Of course not. Neither did the human.
I could have kept Sam to myself, you know.
This is different. Not your business.
It is now. We need to find the Ket command ship. Tell him the truth about my capture.
Moshai, please.
It may be our only route to the Archon.
One of my men helped the Ket take her. A resistance commander named Venturev.
One of your own gave her to the Archon? No wonder you hushed it up.
This isn't about hiding the truth.
I'm working to capture him. Make him answer for what he did.
You know where he is?
Kadara Port. My contacts are hunting him.
Contacts? You can't trust anyone there. They deserted our cause, our people.
And now they're ruled by exiles from your galaxy.
Ven may know how to find the Archon and his ship. We can't leave this to a pack of renegades and outlaws.
I'm a little new to the galaxy. Where did Ven go, exactly?
Kadara Port is a trading outpost. We abandoned it when the Ket invaded.
Some of us went back. Deserters, scavengers. They don't support Aya.
How did exiles from the Nexus wind up there?
Bad luck for everyone.
I need the relic that leads to Meridian, and I can handle my people. Let me do this.
I don't like it.
I don't care. The Pathfinder is right.
I'll transmit my files on Kadara Port to your ship.
Our traitor could have useful information. We need him alive.
That's up to him.
Be safe, Pathfinder. As for you, Ephra, we're not done.
The sooner you reach Kadara Port, the faster you'll find Venturev. What do you need?
Have you found any other references to Meridian in the Remnant tech?
You're the one who walks into vaults. You tell us.
I didn't notice anything. Doesn't mean it wasn't staring me in the face.
I studied so many relics over the decades. Nothing hinted at the existence of such a place.
Maybe we're not meant to find it.
Anything to help me understand how your traitor thinks would be useful.
He's stubborn. Always questioned orders. I thought it was a strength. Now I know better.
He must have had some reason to betray me. What could turn him?
Does it matter?
Of course it does.
Kadar is full of bad people, but would they shelter a Ket sympathizer? Can't we just ask for help?
I did, and got it. But my contacts don't run things. The people who do are stubborn.
One's own medicine is always the most bitter.
Even if I could cut a deal, Ven's made himself hard to find.
Moshae, do you remember anything of the Archon that might be a clue to his motives?
He spoke to me like I was a child. No, worse, a pet. But it was clear he has plans for Meridian.
He thought you could help him.
Now he thinks I'm the key.
He's right. You may be the only person in Helios who can help him.
What'll happen when Aya's people learn someone in the Resistance betrayed their Moshae?
This treason is unprecedented. It will undermine faith in the Resistance.
Not if we show everyone Ven acted alone.
That may not be enough.
I haven't lost faith in you, Ephra. Neither will they.
I'd better get moving.
I'll keep in touch.
Stars and skies above you, Pathfinder. Watch your back.
Pathfinder, it appears the Angara have installed the AI you found on Vold.
I have nothing to say to you.
Have you connected with any of the scientists on Aya? Moshae Sepha?
I met her.
She's smart.
She will be dead in a few years.
Is that a prediction? Or a promise?
A hope.
Isn't this world better than Bold?
No.
You're safe from the Ket, surrounded by people who think you're amazing.
Idiots.
Is there anything they can do to make you more comfortable?
Deactivate me. Erase my files.
Anything else?
Trigger a volcanic eruption. Bury the city in ash and fire.
Okay.
It's possible keeping this AI intact was not terribly useful.
Well, good luck.
I hope you die.
Well, what do you think?
I could get used to this.
We take turns living here. You can see why.
I love pretty much everything about it.
I love the air, the breeze. And one day we'll have more places like this. I have faith.
Getting acquainted with our new neighbors?
Sort of. All this stuff.
The Angara sure do have a rich culture and blah, blah, blah.
You're sauced, aren't you? What's your poison?
I visited that cafe the Angara consider a bar. Asked for their hardest stuff. It was weird, which I like, but had almost no punch. Lightweight. Whoa.
Steady now.
That stuff must have a slow absorption rate. Whoops. Oh, Ryder. It's just... This museum reminds me of being on Haitiana during my indentured service as a student. They even have a whole section on the Remnant. I didn't come to Andromeda to follow in someone else's footsteps.
It didn't occur to you there'd be indigenous species here? Sentients with a rich history, leading full lives?
I guess.
Even so, the Angara barely have a foothold. Sure, they live among the ruins, but they haven't seen what we've already seen.
You might have a point there. Bet nobody here has ever outrun an ancient vault purification field, huh?
Nope.
Or spat in that Archon's ugly mug and lived to talk about it? That was nice work, by the way.
Thank you.
You're right. Not sure why, but ever since I packed up my apartment on the Nexus, something's crawled under my skin. But whatever it is, I promise, I'll get over it lickety-split.
You're fine, PB. We all need to cut loose once in a while.
That's awfully understanding of you, Ryder. You're a good egg. Think I'll stay in your operation a little while longer.
Good to be back here. Ready to hit those scans?
What am I looking for?
Moran called out supplies that may have useful properties for our tech. Just need to get Sam's eye on them. Take a stroll. Enjoy the market. Nav sent.
Hey, kid.
Hey, Alexei. I tracked down some samples of the Angaran antiseptic you were talking about.
The Angaran antiseptic? Oh, Sumar. That's the name, isn't it?
Something like that.
Can't wait to test its applications. Thank you very much, Petra.
Anything for the woman who keeps us healthy. I feel so out of place here. People keep staring at me. I can't tell if they're fascinated or afraid.
When I was little, I was scared of Turians. You're a certain species.
Not helping, Ryder.
We're still good.
Whatever you're making, I have something to help. They let you pass the gates. Huh.
Can I shop here, or should I go elsewhere?
Well, you did rescue the Moshai. Have a look, see if there's anything you want.
I'm not selling to aliens.
Not today, Nexus.
Liam?
God damn it.
What's going on?
Nothing to worry about. Just come grab a table with me. Pathfinder, you're good here. We'll worry about the data another time.
Liam, what's going on?
I, figured we should end up somewhere nice and open. You were being cased.
Are you getting me in trouble? What was this about?
We're not in trouble exactly, but I don't blame them for being angry. I wanted to get data that would help yields at our outposts. Baran told me what to scan, but I called it off. I still owe her, but it's better than pissing off some gouging hardliner. Sorry I didn't clue you in. It's a security thing. Food is security.
Was this an attempt to copy their methods? Steal secrets?
We're not competing companies. It's about learning to live here. Remember my Tempest freakout? I tried proper channels. Got blocked by the Angara and the Nexus. There's only so much Jarl can tell us, so I did what we do back in crisis response. Bend the rules.
Liam, I deserve better than having this sprung on me mid-market.
You're right, of course, you're right. And the Angara are right too. The last people who showed up out of the blue were the Ket, the ultimate users. I don't want us getting lumped in with them, and I really, really don't want to ruin the market. Street food and shooting the shit with you feels normal. About time something did.
Let's not push our luck. We'll save the market for another day.
Good idea, Pathfinder. We've enough trouble, and probably more coming.
No entering the med center until you're clean.
How do I decontaminate?
Ion console. Touch the start pad, it does the rest.
Sam, is this thing safe?
Yes. The slight ringing in your ears is nothing to worry about.
Very reassuring.
I assume you're the human everyone's buzzing about. If you're looking for treatment, I'm afraid I don't know enough about human physiology to be much help. Unless you can make use of the ion beds.
If Jarl takes a hit on my watch, my doctor needs to know how to treat him. Can you point me to resources she can use to learn your methods?
So you're considering all possibilities. Jarl is in good hands. I have medical journals on treating Angaran injuries and preventing complications. You're welcome to upload them to your ship's doctor for study.
Is there something special about the beds here?
They're filled with a negatively charged iron gel. The gel works with our natural electricity to speed recovery.
Think it'd work on other species?
Without bioelectricity, it would be of small benefit, but it might reduce pain.
So you guys are electrically charged?
Our bodies produce a store of electricity that we can dispel in a surge of energy. We use it for short-range communication, healing, even combat. I admit, I was surprised to learn your kind doesn't have that ability.
Some of us are biotic. It's similar. Kinda.
I would be interested to study biotics.
I'll get moving.
Ishari.
Pathfinder, Ephra cleared you to purchase weapons. Over my objections.
Hey, selling an alien weapons would make me nervous too.
I don't do this for Ephra. I respect the Moshai.
Director Tan, good news. The Angara opened an embassy for us on Aya.
That is a surprise. What are their expectations?
I convinced them we're friends. Try not to mess it up.
I do not mess it up. I will gather envoys and send them to Aya. Thank you, Pathfinder. We'll take it from here.